Here we're outside this posh Manhattan hotel and we're about to do a deep dive into data with our friends at Alphonso TV. Data is a lot more interesting than you might think. Let's find out what our panelists said.
I think my key takeaway is that it's super important to understand where your data is coming from. Really, there's so much data available in the marketplace right now that I think there's a lot of confusion and opaqueness around the source of data. Is it modeled? If so, how is it being modeled? And really kind of, if you think about like farm to table, like just how, where is it really starting from? And then how is it getting to you? And understanding all the steps in between so that you have a clear idea of what you're buying and what the best use case is for it.
Key takeaway was that TV is now matching digital when it comes to measuring ROI. It used to be where TV was just big branding, top of the funnel, yell from the mountaintop and then hope people see the ad and then go buy something. Now with the ability to do location attribution, we can measure, did you see the ad? Did you remember it? Now did you actually go buy something? And that is kind of new.
My key takeaway was that TV data is seeing a significant explosion in the scale at which TV data is available now is truly transformative, and I think that leads several learnings for advertisers, right? And I think the first learning there is to think holistically, think not just of TV, but to think of all the channels in your mix. So think of digital, think of mobile, and how all of these channels work together. Think of not just viewership, but also think of change in consumer behavior. So how does your TV plan and your cross-channel plan drive change in consumer behavior in terms of what they're buying, how they're interacting with your brand?
Sure, I think the main thing is know what your key performance indicators are and ensure that you're using the data that will help enable the ability to reach those results and determine what success is.
Well, I believe that we now have more TV viewership data and rights to more TV viewership data than we've ever had before. And we can match this data now deterministically to first and third party data. That is now allowing brands and their agencies to have far better insight into what is making TV work for their campaigns than ever. From frequency, from understanding attribution results, even being able to test creative. So we've really now turned television from a medium where we only looked at age and gender to using audience data and understanding the true impact in a very scientific and mathematical way.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that deep dive into data, and it's time to come up for air. What's the major takeaway today? Well, once a famous industrialist said, I know half the amount of money I spend in my advertising wasted. The problem is I don't know which half. Well, I think it's fair to say with this technology, that's no longer a problem.